So do you spend a bit of time gathering up history, Jim?
I only became interested in history in the last, say, 20 years. I used to be very interested when I was going to school in learning history and so on, but I hadn't time, so I just gave it up. But in recent times, like being involved with John Galbally and all of that has brought me back into the history scene, and I'm we've put what do we call it? A pictorial history, if you like, of Galbally together in the community centre, and you'll get a look at that now later on. That's the kind of thing we've been doing recently, and we're working away on that. But when it comes to headstones and all that kind of thing, it takes a bit of digging and searching to find old graves and gravestones and so on. So I'm certainly going to look for the old Martin grave now and find out where it is, where the Ballyfaskin Martins are buried, because they're very long tailed and they go back a long way.
So that's Thomas Martin, in memory of his beloved brother Robert Martin, deceased January 22nd, 1815, aged 24 years.
Yep.
William Martin, February 8th, 1812, is it? Aged 39 years.
39 years, yeah. 16, 18, 15, age 39. Yep. That's it. I'm beginning to wonder, is that the old Ballyfaskin Martins? It would begin to look as if it is, because the names are familiar there. Your Thomas Martin.
Were you saying this Bob Martin here, aged 77 years, died December 8, 1953. Was he the last Martin to live out in the old cottage?
He was. He was a very religious person, and he had an awful devotion to the Blessed Virgin, right? And it was very peculiar that he actually predicted during his lifetime that a monument would be built in Ballylanders and that the Blessed Virgin would be on it. And he proved to be correct.
Right.
And he died on the 8th of December.
Yeah, Immaculate Conception.
Immaculate Conception, which you have to wonder about these things sometimes.
You do. Jim, this Bob Martin, we suspect could be the grandson of a Bob Martin who would be about the same age as Mary Martin, who married Michael Cleary.
He would be, yeah. He would be.
And we think that the Martins came from Ballyfaskin, and probably if Mary Martin did come from there, then this is her family.
I think that's probably the case.
My grandmother was Margaret Martin.
And these photos that I'm looking at now, what are they?
My mother and her uncle Bob Martin.
Where are they taken?
Say Bob Martin's house.
In Ballyfaskin.
The original Bob Martin's house.
Yeah, and that's out of Ballyfaskin.
Yeah.
No one's living in it now, are they?
No.
What do you know about the Martins?
Huh?
What do you know about the Martins?
Only my grandmother was Martin. Margaret Martin. That's all I know.
Put a good question to me a while ago. Martin's father and grandfather, where are they buried? I don't know, is the answer.